personal development in themselves. They start to believe and see that they can really make an impact in the world around us today. And at ISEC, we've been around since 1948, and 74 years later, I believe one of the key reasons why we've been successful at engaging young people is because we're an organisation, a platform run by young people for young people, and we're a platform allowing young people to really develop the skill set they need today to be able to lead in the future. And we all know that our traditional education systems lacks in this regard. Even just taking the SDGs as an example, we know that they're important. We know that young people need to be aware about it. But how many education systems have this in their curriculum? Well, we're at a stage right now where we really rely on the reach of initiatives like the UN, civil society organisations like ISEC, and many others that are present today in being able to make more young people aware about it. And since 2015 in ISEC, we have mobilised more than 200,000 young people in various global volunteer projects and other initiatives that are aimed at, making young people more aware and contributing towards the targets. And we'll continue to do so with the UN Environment, World's Largest Lesson, and other strategic alliances. However, to mention personally, during my past 10 years since I was 17, and when I was working with young people in Australia, in Bangladesh, and now being based in Canada, but always having very global, diverse teams with young people from Bolivia, from Mexico, from Mozambique, Tunisia, etc. One common understanding that I've had is that the best way to develop young people is really by putting them at the centre of the initiatives and the programs that we are designing them for. To empathise, to listen to collaborate with young people really is key. And I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for people giving me the responsibilities and putting their faith in me, leaders who believed in me long before I believed in myself. And my story is just one of 30,000 young people across ISEC today that really believe in youth leadership. Individual goals and responsibility, having a support system, having a challenging role and environment, interacting with multiple stakeholders. If we're able to provide young people with these 4 key elements, then our future generations are definitely all set to lead. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Louise and Omira and everyone on the panel. This has been really insightful, and I couldn't agree with all of you on that the time has come to stop thinking in silos and really thinking of where we could start recognizing the interconnectivity of all the SDGs and the powerful benefits of linking education to other efforts across the other sectors, and of course moving these win-win solutions forward. And now it is with an ultimate pleasure to welcome the Minister for Education, Honorable Yao Oseo Adutum, on the President's behalf of Ghana, to really take us through the call to action on behalf of the President, of course. Welcome.
Thank you so much for this great opportunity. On behalf of the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I, Yao Oseo Adutum, the Minister for Education, call on all nations around the world, international organizations, the private sector, and other philanthropists to come together and begin to confront the challenges that we face as the world. Whether it is the inner city of our developed nations like South Central Los Angeles, where I worked for 26 years before moving back to Ghana, or whether it's about rural children in Ghana. The COVID-19 pandemic have set us back, and we need to come together and begin to take steps to confront the huge challenges that our world is facing. We know in the 4th industrial revolution that we find ourselves in, education is the most important aspect of our system that needs to be revamped so that it can serve its rightful purpose of transforming the socioeconomic fortunes of our nation. If education fails, we are in trouble. The kind of education system we have today has to be retooled and revamped. And we can only do that when we begin to take a look at a cross-sectorial approach to education development. That means we can no longer operate in silos thinking that the education system itself can just go ahead and change the fortunes of our countries. We have to begin to look at health. We have to begin to look at safety issues, counseling issues, mental health challenges that our children are facing out of the pandemic, and begin to tell ourselves all these things have to be revamped and done in unison so that we can create an education system that can then put away poverty and forever put away poverty. so that all of us together can begin to realize that our world has to prosper together. So we have to all come together and rewire education for our people and for our planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Indeed, if education fails, we are in trouble. I agree with that statement, really. And for the remaining few minutes, I would like to take a few interventions from the audience.